Hi Leo, welcome to your reading for July. There are a ton of birds outside my window, and I just feel like they're here for some of you. I mean, I'm by a lot of trees, but these. I'm starting to learn their language, so to speak, the sound. Because I'm just here listening all day, right? So I'm learning the differences, and these sound new type of bird. So anyway, could be loved ones here for you. So this is Leo for July 2020. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. As many of you know, you're guided here, and you're not a Leo. Your guides nudge you here. They may be what I'm hearing outside the window. So just know that, and then trust that. You'll know if the message is, if there's a message in here for you. If you, clear your mind and release the outcome, right? Because many times divine brings us something better than we expected. It's our free will that can really mess things up. Trust me, I've been there. All right, my loves. We are going to start with the major tarots. We're going to bring out just a couple. I've come to love to do this in the readings. I think it just takes us even a level deeper. So I'm going to ask you just to calm your minds. Pay attention to the sounds you hear. Certain words I may use. There's many times I'll say a word and I'll think, gee, I've just never even used that word before. These are little signs to you, so pay attention. Pay attention. Have a clear mind. That's what it is, a present mind. We're looking at the potential of what can be. We're not predicting. We know that ultimately we have control through free will, but we have a lot of loving spirits who want to help us along our path, and what a difference it can make in your life when you know that and you ask for help. Gotta ask. It's like I see some guys sitting there like biting their fingernails, like, when are they gonna ask? When are they gonna ask? Not literally. Alright. We're going to take approximately 3 cards. That's what I always shoot for. Very often do I refuse cards unless I truly just don't feel them. Yeah, because sometimes you can get a clunk of cards come out, and there's a message with, there's just one message in there for someone. So I know that, and I try to be very present. It's interesting, I haven't gotten a card. It tells me somewhere some of us need to learn some patience. I mean, I'm not feeling impatient. I can do this all day long. I often feel like Spirit's just putting the cards together. They're like, quiet, Sandy, here's some cards. Alright. Okay, they're both in reverse. We have the Hierophant. I don't really look at these top major arcanas as people. Certainly can be, but this is a higher way of thinking, right? A higher perspective, an open, a loving viewpoint. I don't know what I mean by viewpoint, but it's about our belief system, right? But just all of that is in reverse. So, could be losing belief in something. We have the Moon, but the Moon is in reverse. You know, the Moon can itself be many things. It can be opportunity that tries to show itself, right? But with the High Priestess in reverse, you know, I'm not in my intuition. Where am I? I'm in my head, right? I'm in my head. I'm in a, you know, some type of energy, almost like a fog of the Moon, right? But the Moon is saying, like, wait a minute, I'm here. I want to present myself, but, you know, for some reason, someone just not seeing something. Could be a Pisces itself. We have the World card. Interesting. Feels like a change, you know, like a change is a coming. A change is in the air. And this has nothing to do with like the coronavirus and any of that, because I feel this is in a positive way, where, you know, a lot in their head can be overthinking, right? Overanalyzing can be, you know, I don't feel a lot of truth. I feel here, though I feel the Moon is like revealing itself. The truth is revealing itself. Why? Well, because a new chapter is ready to be written, right? And your participation needs to be there. You are the writer, after all. Maybe not the editor. So that's the basis of what we're looking at. We have a star on the bottom of the card, or the deck, I'm sorry. You know, that's about hope. Excuse me, one second. It's about hope. You know, it's in the upright, so it's like, if this is about a dream and this opportunity is coming to someone, may be some type of dream. You know, dream can be small, it can be big, whatever. It can be anything. What's authentic to you, and it still exists, right? It's still here. Just a lot of people aren't seeing it. They're not seeing it, and because of that, you know, it's like we can't really close out this chapter, but you keep this chapter open until I don't want to say until you come to your senses, but until something turns around. With the Hermit below that, card of Virgo. It's a card about deep thinking. You know, that's thinking. You know, I feel like if I'm in my head, then I'm in my thoughts, and it's a good time to find out like who I really am. And what I mean by that is I hear a lot of people say that they're not racist when they are racist. You know, like people I know don't think they are, but to me it feels clear. Like, well, I see it. things like that. Okay, let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. So it looks like to get into this next chapter, this next journey, it feels like there is something that has been or has to be overcome. But I feel like there was probably like 4 different lessons. Like this chapter had 4 lessons in it, and at the end is the test, or maybe I have the opportunity to learn as I go. But ultimately, I get to the point, and I feel like the world it's time for the next chapter to begin. We have the 2 of Pentacles, so there's a question on the board. 2 Pentacles is the juggler. Juggling, some people may say too much at one time, but this person, I can do it. I can handle it. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have to say, Gemini was on my mind when I was thinking about you also, so. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Star. So we have Star twice. Someone, you might be deciding between 2 people. Like someone is my twin, someone is supposed to be, is what I think, is what I thought. Queen of Swords here, right? This is what I thought the truth was. And then I may meet someone who, wow, is loving, open. I feel very open. I feel the energy moving to that, like being very open within this next chapter, if we allow it, if we go there. But I feel the Queen of Cups is representing the type of energy also. And I feel, especially with the Star next to her, it feels very open. It's funny, she looks so much like Lady Gaga. And there's this big star above her, right? For some of you, it's about a dream. Might be too much in your head about whether to do it or not. Whether Queen of Swords, she could certainly be a singer, a communicator of some type, a teacher, whatever it is. I feel like somebody's like, I already know that I'm good at it, right? And there's not really fear on the table, but there is the energy of I'm more in my head than, I'm not paying attention to my intuition as it relates to something I really want to do, or someone I really want to be with. If I was going to put it in a nutshell. Look at this, we have the 10 of Swords. I mean, why would that even be considered part of the decision? And then we have the 2 of Swords. That's a lot of Swords energy right there. And it's where the decision is coming from. Okay, this is, someone's got to pay attention here, because someone is in their head making a decision, maybe about how you make your money, the way you make your money, but you have a lot of type of heavy type, and it's almost like part of you talking yourself out of it because of other people's opinions, yet these opinions in at the end of the day mean nothing, but yet you can see that they've had an effect because it put you in, again, a question where now I am in my head with the Two of Swords. I have a blindfold on. I'm almost refusing, not almost, I'm refusing to see something or refusing to go straight through it, right? Let's just get through it and get over it, right? Or go over it or go under it. But what is it? It's a Ten of Swords. So it can be other people's opinions. You allow what others to think about what you do, who you are. You allow them to almost own you, I feel. And I hate to say that so strongly, but I feel that. I feel that for myself, too. Like, we got to be careful where people don't own us. Like, we're individually put here, individually with purpose. And we forget that sometimes. And we get in the Two of Swords energy. We put a blindfold on. Why? Because we either think that we can't have a life like we want, we don't have the talent, other people will think I'm a joke, whatever it is, it's man-made, it's in your head, it's showing that, and you've got to make a decision, right? It seems like I've got to make a decision here. How can I not think one of them is about what you love? What's nice is the Star card is attached to the World with the Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio certainly does not have to be, though Pisces is right above her. So we got to give Pisces a shout out. I feel more about how I am. I may need to go through a little bit of a storm to get to ultimately where I want to get to, but what I make up in my mind is so much worse than how it will be in reality. And you can tell me you don't know what I'm talking about. And maybe I, Sandy, does not know what you're talking about, though I think I do. I think I've had so many experiences in life. So anyway, and here, look at this. Look at the change of energy. We go from the Two of Swords, right? Putting the swords across my heart. What am I doing? I'm protecting my heart. Why? Because there's something I don't want to see. There's something I don't want to face. There's something I don't want to deal with. And it's connected to the Ten of Swords. Those are people putting daggers in you, right? But there's 10 of them. I often think to myself, like, why didn't I learn after the third one, or the fourth one, or the fifth one, right? Because this is not a card of responsibility, like I am responsible to take this. No, it's quite the opposite. Ten of Wands is more about responsibility, like, feeling or being responsible. The Ten of Swords, I feel, is the opposite. Yet, it pulls you that direction. On the other side of that, though, is the Three of Wands. Well, hello. The Three of Wands is seeing this moon card, and it's like a realization, right? It's a different type of energy. It's looking at the future as everything is possible. I could be a star. if that's what I want to be. I could be a star someday. I could be rich someday, whatever it is. And I'm not talking from my ego. I'm talking from my soul, right? The experiences I have been meant to have, emotional, right? Mental. I'm in it. Optimistic, though. Here's fear. Here's optimism. Towards what? Towards the future. You know, what I love in this card is normally there's 3 ships out there, and here there's 5. So I feel like, you know, overabundance. I don't know, and I'm not really meaning financially. Um, Overabundance, maybe that means that better than what I had thought. Anyway, that feels like a choice, guys. Like I have to decide here. You know, there seems to be one more wave before the ships arrive to shore. And for some of you, it may be that Ten of Swords. It may be telling someone something that you know they're not going to want to hear, though there's something pulling you this way. So it's not about permission, it's about this is what I'm doing, and I hope you can support me. You know, I hope you can be part of it. But one way or the other, I feel like someone is going, not chasing, but starting a new path. Look at that. There's walking away, right? I feel like for some of you, it's like you make the offer, like you can be on board or not. I have to leave that up to you, right? I have to leave that up to you. But me, myself, and I, chasing. You know, why is this person leaving the nest when there's toxicity in that nest? How is he able to start moving out? Because this person, how do I not become part of that and stay like that for the rest of my life? Because I'm allowing my intuition to guide me right towards my dreams. And that can be anything, guys. I mean, that can be, I want to be an attorney. I have a lot of swords, so maybe I want to speak for those who don't speak themselves. Maybe it's about love. But I know one thing, it is someone, I kind of feel like getting a realization in between the 2 of Swords and 3 of Wands that makes them realize what's around them, right? What's around them, especially with the 10 of Swords here. Look at this, with the 10 of Swords goes to the 5 of Swords, so hello. Some of you are making a decision about leaving what that 10 of Swords is for you. You know, maybe you make a lot of money there, if this is a job. But I'm miserable. Well, you got to make a decision, and you know that, right? And here you have a dream out here. But it's saying you're putting more fear towards it than you are optimism, but you have the ability to change that. You know, it's taken sometimes that first step. We have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and she's definitely someone who would own a business. As potential Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. She is your neighbor. And, I don't know, I think as it relates to business, she's a good partner for Leo, because Leo likes to be out front, and Virgo likes to be behind the scenes, right? Each having their importance. Okay. Well, cards, let's use the crystal vision. I feel like if you got to choose between two people, and there's one that, you call your dream person, and I'm saying they're there, though. I'm not saying they're down the street, 3 years away from a commitment. I'm saying, like, I have to make this decision. This is about now. And, I want to go one way, but then my head takes me another way. Other people may. I feel like this is the time for you because, again, I'm in my head. I can't tell you who to choose, but I can tell you that your dream is here twice, right? It's showing up twice. And does everything require a sacrifice? I don't know. There's probably a better word for it, but I feel like for me, I do have to make a small sacrifice to reach the energy of my dreams, but it's worth it. Look at that, Ace of Swords on the bottom. Opportunity, right? That's listen, some of you may have been working for like a shady company and you've had it. So you leave and you don't know what's going to happen, even though here it is. Here is the opportunity as soon as I see it. Maybe I'm even creating it. Let's see. Because I feel like it puts a lot of you on the move, and I mean that as in what has been holding you back from doing whatever it is that you truly, truly want to do. Just recognize that. Alright, so we have the Three of Wands again coming over the High Priestess. So it's definitely within got like I don't know what kind of truck that was. Pickup, maybe. Well, we got the Lovers. There's Gemini, and that's probably why Gemini was on my mind. Perhaps the Unknown card, which feels like it belongs here, right? It feels like it belongs there. Her crystal ball is so cloudy that she can't see a thing, right? What's she in? She's in black. What's it do? It takes her dark. Maybe I'm allowing my energy to become dark to be with another. I mean, see that, right? See that. That's a choice. I'm not going to put a judgment on it. The Hermit. Well, the Hermit is about asking the big questions, right? And receiving the big answers. The Hermit is learning why to become a teacher, to shine his light on the world. And look at that, he's sitting right over the world, right? To shine my light over the world. But again, I feel like some of you are kind of like, oh, I never feel like you're being pushed to do anything because, again, you have to ask. Maybe subconsciously you're asking. I don't know. Let's keep going. We have the Queen of Pentacles again, so she's important in your reading. Somehow. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. She's over your decision. Look at that. Two of Cups. What's going on with these queens? Oh no, that's the Two of Cups. If it's the same sex, it's very clear. Queen of Swords over the Queen of Cups. Which one do I love more? Which one do I feel is my dream? And I'm talking about people who are available. Head over heart decision in a way. But it may require you leaving one for the other. And that doesn't feel easy, right? But yet, I can't keep a blindfold on. The longer I keep the blindfold on, the longer I keep me, myself, my soul from experiencing what could be. I don't feel this is underhanded. I feel it's like something that just happened. We have the world. Come on. We have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands, even though, you know, it's red and orange or whatever color it is, you know, tigers are, it feels like an angry card, right? It looks like an angry card. But really what it is, it's like-minded. It's almost, I almost feel like teaching something. Teaching something. It may be teaching, like, not kung fu, but maybe martial arts. I don't know. Maybe that may be someone's dream. And holy cow, if that's your dream, like, hello, it's showing up. But it's very like-minded energy, and it's connected to the world. And, you know, why? If, let's say this is, you know, let's use martial arts for a second. Maybe your dream is to own or teach martial arts. How did you get there? You know, it came through the Hermit, right? I started to ask the big questions. I wanted it more than I did not want it. If it's a person, it's the same thing. Let's keep going. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. No, he's not. It's Aries. Sorry about that. Major Arcana. And oftentimes you would call him the wise one, but, you know, I don't know it's always wise wisdom. And I say that because I feel for some of you, the Emperor is over this Ten of Swords, so what comes out of this Emperor's mouth doesn't feel like truth and feels hurtful and feels like the opposite of what a true emperor would act like, right? Because the emperor is supposed to care for their people. How? You know, teach. You're not like giving, you know, you have to earn your way. I don't know. What are you saying? I don't know. Ace of Cups. That's not really a question, guys. Ace of Cups. So here's this opportunity. This may be your father. This may be someone's father. You know, it may be a mother saying, go for it. Father saying, no way now. But here is the Ace of Cups. Here it is right in your face. It may be over a person. Again, it's about what I'm taking into the next chapter. What I'm taking into the next chapter requires me to leave some things behind. It may be in the form of people, and I do feel that way. Ten of Swords. Wow. And the Ace of Wands, which I kind of like, because I feel like whoever's energy is in this Ten of Swords, you know, what's it? I don't know if it's coming from jealousy. It may be someone you work with and you receive a promotion. I'm not sure. There seems to be a lot of different things. I got to stop saying I'm not sure. We have the Lovers. We have the Two of Cups. We know love is part of it. But for some of you, I feel like it's a business. And, you know, when I think of martial arts, I think of the healing industry. Oh my God, industry. I don't know why I can't say words today. It's like all these swords are piercing my tongue, right? But nonetheless, Ten of Swords shows itself again. So perhaps you take that step and somehow that Ten of Swords presented to you again. I don't feel like you have any problem with that, because I feel like if you allow yourself to dream it, see it, be it. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. Here it is. This is within your material world, right? But there is a next chapter that wants to open. So it feels like it's saying to me that you do make the necessary change, because it feels like the Ten of Swords is, boom, there it is, like the same thing's happening, but there you are, the Three of Wands. So that tells me you're on your way, right? You've made the first initial step. And I feel like once you do that, nothing will stop you. And look, here you are. Here it is, 10 to the 5. Even here, 10 to the 5. He's looking back. Knows exactly what he's leaving, right? But the Ace of Wands is in front of him. The Wands, especially the Ace, it's all the potential in the world towards what you're passionate about. Because what you're passionate about really opens up a different part of you, a complete part of you, like your creativity. And I feel like that comes from, even though, I don't know, I just feel the Ace of Wands is much like the Star card, right? I can take, this is, the potential is right in front of me. Now it's up to me, right? It's up to me and what I'm going to do with it because of my free will choice. Interesting. I don't know that anything got answered except for those who are dreaming. Well, I guess it really answered everything. I want to take a card in between the Lovers and the Two of Cups, because I have the Two of Cups right next to the World card. A little bit of a split there. Someone may not know who's who. Who is who? Are you my lover? Are you my soulmate? Are you my twin flame? With the Six of Swords, I feel like I'm leaving one of them. So I feel like I'm leaving one of them. And I wouldn't be surprised because, again, the Ten of Wands is down here. It's not for everyone, but that is for a few. And, what's popping off this card? The Three of Wands. So what makes me leave? First of all, she's the Six of Swords. Look where she's at. She's on a mountaintop that's filled with snow. You can tell this is like hard, impacted snow. It's been there, right? This is just the way it is. It's cold. It's just, and look what she's doing. She's just dropping them. She's leaving them behind. She's following the light. She's following the sun. She's following her intuition, right? But she knows that there are some toxic things or people or what have you that need to go from my life. If I want to reach my best potential, let's put it that way, if that's what I want. Let's take one more. Two of Wands. So, that's funny. So it feels like the two and the two. And here I have the Two of Cups, which to me is soulmate energy. Which, if we're talking romantic, that's very loving, beautiful type energy. I mean, that is, it's what you would dream of. So I feel like there is, again, first this, and then the Two of Wands. Two Wands to me, I'm there, I'm at the door. I'm at the door. I don't know what's going to happen. Right? But I have the lantern. If nothing else, I have the lantern. I feel like you're put on a path of like-minded people. If this is someone starting a new journey, I feel like the journey will include like-minded people. And I feel like, who are they? They're your soulmates. They're also soulmates. They're just not romantic soulmates. I feel like, we're all each other's soulmates in one way or another. I've seen it in the in the comments. I've seen someone's comment change someone else's whole perception and therefore changed probably their life. So it's how easy it can happen. Okay. Alright guys, I think I'm going to pick this up which is what I was planning on doing. And I want to do an oracle card for you. There's the Two of Cups. Look at that. The Two of Cups and the Lovers are side by side. It's weird. How much time? We have enough time. I want to put them side by side for a second. I don't know why I keep wanting testing what I'm receiving. And I should just go with it. But you know, it could be a rehashing of an old relationship, but I tell you right now, there has to be, within the Two of Cups, like, it's open, right? It's partnership. So both want partnership, if we're looking at partnership. We have Judgment, which is in reverse. Interesting. We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Sun. So again, it feels like everything's pointing towards the Two of Cups versus the Lovers. So for some of you, it may be a, you know, you've been in a twin flame connection and you're just tired of it. You're tired of it. You're tired of it. Well, listen, there's no one that's telling you, well, maybe someone is telling you. But I feel the truth of the matter is that, you know, you're meant to have other relationships and you're meant to do different things in your lives and you're meant to travel your own path. And when it's time, it's time. And sometimes like Judgment saying, are you saying not? Like now is not the time? I feel like now, right this minute, is not the time. So if you're in your head, if your intuition's not feeling strong right now, it's okay. It's not that you can't get it back. You can. You have total control of that, and you know, we learn that, and we learn that. But nonetheless, I feel like right now is not the exact time to. Looks like that bird is getting louder. I don't know if it's saying not to tell someone, or not to make a move. But then I have this Knight of Swords, moving away from the Sun. So I don't know. Next to this Lover, again, I feel like I don't want someone to miss out on this soulmate love because they feel like this twin flame you know, Leo, you demand respect, right? And I don't know if demand is the right word because not only I demand it, but like if you're not respecting me, then what's the point, right? What's the point then? We have the Seven of Swords. Interesting. I feel like we have so many different. I feel like here I am. I feel both of us are in this. Okay, so I feel like here I am, perhaps maybe feeling tied to another. Maybe I feel they're my twin flame. I don't know. But I feel like there's where, like, one is having almost like this spiritual completion, while the other is up to their same old tricks. It may be in the way they communicate, certainly, because we've had the Ten of Swords twice. Yet, on your path, and maybe just right this minute is not the time. Maybe it's the COVID-19, I don't know. But on your path is this Two of Cups. Now, I feel like saying don't give this person, this energy, a title. But this is two people who want very much to be together, right? They're connected to the sun. This may be someone of an earlier time. I don't know. There may be someone who, let's take a card above Judgment. Let it come out in its own. Someone may just have found out that they're pregnant to someone else other than their partner. And you might be fearful of communicating that to them. Nine of Swords. We have Seven of Wands. Very defensive energy. Eight of Cups. And the Five of Cups. Some of you are leaving someone for another. And I feel like it's you watching. Like, I don't feel like someone's leaving you, sneaking and leaving you. I'm not feeling that. I feel like you are here with me. And clearly it's showing me that one side, like if there was two sides of me, one side of me is in this situation where it just doesn't feel good. It feels like I'm in my head. I feel like I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like it's affecting me. And it might be outside of myself, but man, am I going to stay in it? Well, I might be fearful to leave it, but really, what's my choice? Because ultimately, I feel like you do, right? And then I have this other side where it's almost like, remember, we keep getting the world, and it's like this change wants to happen, right? It wants to happen. Like, make sure you're asking for guidance. Because then there's this other side of just pure love and happiness. And it's in the Five of Cups energy where it starts. So it shows me the walking away, right? Walking towards independence. And I feel like this person just is not having it. But I feel like you're not having it either. And it may be because you feel, for some of you, that you just met the one. And I'm saying the one, but, there's more than one. Because even within this beautiful love, you're going to find things about, you're going to learn more and more about each other. And there's going to be things that you're not going to like. And it could become future issues, right? But I feel like you've learned a lot from this side. Maybe it's the dark into the light. Where now you will be present with that, right? What does that mean? That means that you will be aware of how I'm acting or reacting, which makes all the difference in the world. So, dang it. I don't like that this Nine of Swords is here. Let's take a couple cards over the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, same energy. I'm in my head. There may be a few things I need to worry about. Yes. There might be a few things that feel uncomfortable to me. But what I'm doing is I'm blowing it up. I'm making it a heck of a lot worse than maybe it will be. I know some of you are going to say, you don't have a clue, Sandy. It's going to be really hard. You're right. But it's what is going to bring the change. I don't know what that means for you other than take it as it is. I don't know. I have the Fool. have the Nine of Pentacles, and I have the Page of Swords. So the fear might be over starting a business, right? Taking that first step. The Fool is here. The Fool, what's the Fool screaming? Take a chance, right? Once you take a chance. This talks about building your foundation, your pentacles. Some of you, you have a lot to say, and you should be saying it. Maybe it's on a YouTube channel. I don't know. Maybe it's singing, like communicating, wherever it is. Maybe you're the singer. But again, the fear is above that. But the Fool is also here too. So somewhere in there is that light of, let's just say, the Hermit that is expanding, that I think if you allow, brings you to the full energy, right? I know that you're willing to leave the toxicity behind. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card about success. So that's a good thing. It's also about a guardian angel. So maybe our guardian angels are who is tied to our money, which I don't know. But maybe. Nonetheless, because I feel like if this line, like if I'm being fed bullshit over here, I can see it. I know it. I don't take it. Right? It's a different type of energy. So I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. And I think who's meant to get it will get it. It's not, and I get it. I get it. I get it. I do. But I think about some of the steps that I have taken to get to where I am right now, which is really in my dream. I'm living what was once only a dream. Now I'm living it. Two different things. One was to have my own business. I managed and ran other people's business and made them a lot of money. And it's not about the money, right? It never was. Maybe that's why I was so good at it. But something happened, and I remember being in a store one day, and I saw some tarot decks. No, there was only two, and I thought, I'm going to buy it. Little did I know that one day they would be part of a business. Never did I think that at that point. Never. There's many different things that I've noticed now that I've looked at it through a different lens, that I get it. Like, okay. And some of it was pretty awesome. So, don't think you'll ever get there. You're 1 minute here and next minute you're there. You just never know. But if it's something that you really want, it says take the first step. Maybe just filling out the application. Maybe, I don't know. There's too much. But don't forget, it's asking for a little bit of a sacrifice. And that is, first of all, to believe in yourself. To believe in yourself and your talent. And that means in every area. In how you make your money, in every area. Believe in yourself. Stay yourself. Your authentic self. And keep exploring. You know what I mean? Keep growing. We have grace. I am filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection as all God's other creatures. Grace. I'm going to read from the card. I started doing these readings a little earlier, a couple months back when I was moving here, before I moved in with Sam, and I thought I'm going to do early, that way I can just sort of leave some of the stress of, making sure, because I want you to have your readings. And I'm kind of glad I did, but now I'm like, I feel like some of you are going to be like, but it's too early. Listen, these are timeless. Really release the time, like when I saw it. It's not just mine, but anyone that you feel drawn to. Watch it, and then if you have to look at the date, look at the date. But nonetheless, I feel like, if you're really strong within your intuition, you may be pulled back to a video that's 10 years old. It's just like a book, right? Or a movie, right? We watch old movies on books. I don't know why I'm saying that. Okay. You received this card because Mother Mary sees your graceful beauty, and she wants to help you to see this in yourself too. This is a message about increasing your self-confidence and sense of self-worth. As you feel better about yourself, your actions will shift in positive ways, which will create a healthier climate for you and your loved ones. Today, envision how Mother Mary would handle each situation you face. Emulate her composure as you gracefully embrace everything that comes your way. Your grace will naturally will naturally exude, why can't I say that word? EXUDE. Oh my God, well actually exude a magnetism that draws wonderful people and experiences to you. And it's funny because I felt that in your reading. I felt like that a lot of soul members coming around you, because for some of you, you're in a tough situation, but it's saying to handle it with grace. Handle it with grace. Don't, it's like, if someone else is angry and hateful, is it really going to do me any good to be angry and hateful too? Probably not. It's probably better for me to, if nothing else, leave the room. I don't know. I feel like there's always another way of handling something. But do it with grace. That's it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. I think we're going to hit a minute. I want to keep it under a minute, but who cares, right? I love you guys. Thank you for your donations. It's keeping my channel alive. Please feel free to share them. I feel like YouTube keeps taking subscribers and then boom, it puts a bunch back in. It's weird. I don't like the non-control of it, being a Virgo, being your neighbor. But I also have Leo on my chart. So, I feel a lot of your energy. And many of you know my son was a Leo. My mother is a Leo. I was going to say Sam's a Leo, but no, he's not. He's born on the cusp. So anyway, I have a lot of Leo energy that I just love, and just go on and do it. Go on and get it. Just do it. That's what I feel like saying. I feel like I want to make a commercial. Just do it. I love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.